some disturbing things happened last night's American Horror Story. Ding! Hotel. All right, guys, before I get started with this spoiler review, I want to just give out a real quick thing. Basically, I'm doing a giveaway for American Horror Story, so if you want a chance to win this awesome item, yeah, you can see it there. There we go. If you want a chance to win this, it's a mug. It's awesome. It's from American Horror Story Freak Show. All you have to do is comment below, subscribe. First, subscribe, comment below, and tell me why you're a fan of American Horror Story and what your expectations for this season is. I mean, it's still early in the game, so I won't. This prize won't be announced until the end of the season. And all you have to do is give me your information. Where do I send it? I will pay for all the shipping and handling. So just real quick, just a quick reminder. Let's get into it. Right, we're talking checking in and the premiere of this new season. Disturbing stuff. I'm just going to go real quick on what I liked about it, what I kind of disliked about it, and I'm assuming you saw the episode. What the hell, man? That dude was boning that guy with the strap on and a shiv. What? I was like, that itself, they got away with it. I was like, they got away with it. I'm like, how far are they going to push the boundaries for the series on TV? And I gotta say, no wonder this is on at 10 o'clock at night for me. Oh man, that was a disturbing scene, and it was a gruesome. And when he had Sarah Paulson's character right next to the junkie, and she's telling him to say my name or something like that, say you love me. I thought that was just, oh man, that was wow. That, what a way American Horror Story. I think this season is definitely gonna be a lot more in your face, sexualized other than the other seasons. I mean, the other seasons do have sexuality, but you know how Lady Gaga does it. And speaking of Lady Gaga, let's just dwell right into it. She's a vampire. She's a vampire, and her junkie boyfriend is the son of Kathy Bates. Now, I thought Kathy Bates was fantastic. Well, not fantastic, but she was really good in this episode. I really felt like she was the best. She was the best thing going on in this first episode. I really like her storyline with her and the junkie son who's with Lady Gaga, especially with Sarah Paulson giving him the junk. Get it? Get him the junk. Giving him, drugging him up, and him in his lifeless body. Kathy Bates, of course, following them, and then pushing her out the window, Sarah Paulson. I thought that was great. I thought that was like unexpected, out of nowhere. Well, you knew something was going to happen, but the way it was done was pretty good. Interesting that Lady Gaga was right. I say Lady Gaga. I should know her name in the series, but I'm going to call her Lady Gaga. So Lady Gaga is the jawline of the junkie, of the son. So Kathy Bates being at the hotel not only because her son is there and he was a vampire, because her son is there and because he's a vampire. That's why she's there. I thought the creepy elements as well of playing homage to The Shining and one of the one of my I hope you subscribed. I hope you subscribed. No, somebody comment below and told me about The Hunger. I haven't seen that film. I'm going to take a look at that film, and I guess there was a huge influence on that as well. So I haven't. Yeah, it sounds familiar. I think if I saw some clips, I think I wouldn't know what it is, but I can't really remember what it was. But there's a lot of homages to a lot of classic horror films, which I really like. I think the horror, sometimes it's in your face, but it's fine. It's fine. I thought it's not subtle. It's right there. You could tell what's the homages are to, especially The Shining. But it's the hotel. You can't resist. I could see where the director's like, I can't resist doing a homage here, or at least doing the same sort of scenes. Everybody loves to do the classic two kids together, twins, or the hallway. We do have Holden. Now, Holden is an interesting one. Was he I can't remember because it went by super fast. Was he the one that was, munching on one of the Swedish girls? I think he was. I believe he was. And you see this kiddie playroom with Holden in it, and that's the detective's son who was kidnapped. Of course, Lady Gaga kidnapped him, or somebody kidnapped him. Lady Gaga kidnapped him. We see this game room where Lady Gaga takes the guy who buys the hotel and his son. She takes his son while he goes out doing whatever, and she takes him to a game room. And the game room has Tetris and stuff, but these things are like on the wall. It was a kind of a crazy, freaky, not freaky, but like, damn, like these kids are freaky and creepy. But yeah, the game room was a little bit interesting. Just the whole design that was. Now, the design of the hotel is plain. It feels empty. So, and it is empty. So that was a great design for it. It's not Hotel Budapest. It's definitely, it has that kind of lighting to it. I do love the cinematography that's going on in this episode. And I also got to say, Lady Gaga. Let's get back to Lady Gaga real quick. The one scene where she's just having a good old time in an orgy, that definitely was reminiscent of all the horror movies where it's all just sexual and you know something's gonna happen, the slasher type deal. It really just felt like one of those, not a low budget, but one of those independent horror films. So that, I don't know why that particular scene just made me feel that way, and a lot of this stuff makes me feel that way in this episode. But I did, however, like where they use the nail or whatever and they slash the throat and then they start gobbling up the blood. Oh, that's pretty cool. The one scene though that was badly done was when Kathy Bates was going after the Swedish girl who was about to escape and Sarah Paulson let out, and then Lady Gaga stands right in front of her and she just goes, yeah, slash, like Psycho. I mean, it was a little bit kind of, it just a little jarring, like kind of that didn't work out as well as maybe the director thought it would. And then the editing, the cut to Kathy Bates was a little bit jarring as well. So I think the editing definitely needed some work in this episode, or not definitely, but needed a little bit of work. And this John character, the detective, felt like he was hamming it up, especially the beginning of this episode where he's like, oh yeah, no, his tongue is out, right? No, they're both not married. They're both cheating on their spouses. I mean, I thought his acting was okay when it got further along, but it just really, it really didn't. He wasn't that great. And then Chloe from Big Love as his wife, I would like to see if she plays more of a role. Especially, she doesn't blame him for Holden's disappearance, which we saw him disappearing while he was on the merry-go-round. I like the Holden. I'm holding, man. I'm holding. But yeah, I thought that's an interesting little thing. It's it's not that she no, it's the same thing. I've seen this in movies constantly where she says, I hate you because you look just like him. Or I can't really be with you because you look just like him, when he goes and checks in that hotel. Which makes, why would he go back to that hotel? I don't know why he would do that, other than maybe like he saw Holden, when he was waking up. And that was weird when he was on the bed. When he first goes into the hotel and he goes to room 64, the detective. And of course the junkie's underneath the bed. But he goes on the bed, he sits on the bed and he goes, and then he lays down. He busts, or he goes through, searches the whole room, and then he lays down and he falls asleep. Like, what? I mean, is the hotel kind of, like, it's implied that maybe the hotel's got him and makes him dizzy or dozy or drowsy, I mean. But I don't know. That was just a little odd to me that he would just lay down and like take a nap and then wake up and he's like fuzzy and see Holden. It's like, eh. Now the beginning I really liked as well, even though it felt a little, definitely a B movie type feel with the Swedish girls. I did like, however, I liked and I disliked the whole scene where they cut up the bed and there's a guy in the bed. It was a little bit kind of too comical. It definitely didn't really creep me out, or I wasn't scared. It was just kind of funny to me when he was coming out of the bed. He's like, ugh. I don't know how that whole situation, how you could make that really, I don't know. I thought it was kind of poorly done, honestly, on that particular scene. But it was kind of funny with the Swedish girls, and even the one that was getting gnawed on. What else do we have in this episode? There's a lot. This was an hour and a half. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of setup that's going on. There's a lot of revelations. Like I said, it's like Hotel Transylvania, but a hard R. And somebody saying, let's make this an adult Hotel Transylvania, because we do see a lot of people in other rooms that are doing unthinkable things, and it kind of reminded me of Pinhead a little bit. It kind of reminded me of Hellraiser, of the the SMM. SMM? Yeah, I believe so. Well, I don't do that shit. But Lady Gaga does, apparently. So, and Rihanna. So that's basically all I really had to say about this episode. The characters are, I gotta say, Lady Gaga is very interesting. I gotta say, the whole situation where the hotel is bought by a new owner. Kathy Bates' whole situation, we don't know too. I figured that Lady Gaga made her son into a vampire. That's why he's a vampire. That's why he's with her. The detective's staying at that hotel, so I'm pretty sure Lady Gaga's gonna want to get her hands on him. That's basically about it. And Holden, what's up with the deal with Holden? Who knows? And we still yet to see Angela Bassett. Can't wait to see her come in, get involved, and see maybe different other characters come get involved. So all in all, it was a successful night. It was very entertaining. I was very intrigued what this episode did. It left me very intrigued and interested on a future episode. So that's what you want to do for a first episode, is you want to get me hooked and get me curious and to get me on board right away. And I think that's what this episode did right away. The acting is hit and miss. I will say that. The editing is definitely a little bit missed. The cinematography is really great. The design, the look of the whole series, I think it just has that gloomy, plain feeling to it. I don't know if I like it yet. We'll see. The horrific and creepy and disturbing stuff does work, but that one particular scene did not work. So interesting stuff. Can't wait. And the jumping back from flashbacks into forward, that's fine. I think it's good use of storytelling of how they did it. So that's basically about it. Yeah. So thank you guys for listening. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And comment below. Love to hear your guys' thoughts on tonight's or last night's episode. And like the video, well, if you like it. Now remember, comment below to try to win this mug here. It's awesome. It's really, really cool. It's kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie. I'm Dan the Man, son, and I am out.